thank you to my dear friend Scott Dibble, Senator Dibble, and Senator Bonoff for that lovely introduction and comments. And yeah, I'll probably start crying now, but that's okay. Because you make a lot of speeches on the Senate floor, and this is the only one where it's really okay to show a little of that heartfelt emotion that I feel right now. And I've been reflecting back. It's a long time that I've been here. This is my 19th year, and I always like to say in speeches, oh, surprising for someone as young as myself. That line doesn't work as much anymore. When I was first elected in 1992, I was tied for the youngest member of the Senate. And now I'm solidly in middle age and the mom of 2 growing boys. And I was thinking back to when I was first elected and what it felt like. And it's just fun to share this because there's so many new members, newly elected members in the chamber. And I don't know if you had this experience, but when I was very first elected, you get this sense that you can do anything now. You're a senator, you have an election certificate, you're going to go in and do whatever you want and pass laws, and you have so much power. And that may well be true in some ways, but I really got an education when I came here, and I really learned some very, very important lessons, and I just want to share a couple of those. I learned, coming from St. Paul, I learned that this is an incredibly diverse and big state, and I've learned to really treasure that about Minnesota. And I've learned that everyone who comes here, brings such a wealth of different, diverse experiences, life experiences, perspectives, worldviews. And again, I've really learned to love that too, because it makes us who we are, but it does create our greatest challenges. But what I've really learned, and this is true as a candidate and in your district as well as in the Senate, that in a true democracy, you can never accomplish anything alone. Nothing you do by yourself. And that the relationships that we build are really the most important thing. I've really come to believe that every one of us has the ability to find common ground with each other, that we always can find something that we share and value, and that spirit is really what binds us together here. All of our diverse views coming together for the common good. So looking back, I'm really proud of the things that I've accomplished through my Senate career for the state of Minnesota, and there's probably a couple things I'm less want to be remembered for. One of them is that I was the first woman to wear pants on the Senate floor. You've all heard that 1,000 times, and I made a point of wearing a skirt today just to show that that doesn't define me. I still am proud of it. And my dear friend Senator Dibble pointed out another thing that I probably do not want at the top of my list of things to be remembered for, although it's kind of fun. That is, in all my 19 years now in the Senate, I'm the only Anderson. Here in the land of Anderson, Peterson, Johnson, and Carlson, it's kind of remarkable. And Senator Dibble printed out a list of all the Andersons that have served, and there's over 60 of them. But somehow I scared all the other ones away in the Senate for the last 18 years. And so, yeah, the board's going to look different when I'm gone. No more Andersons. I do have to say, if there's one thing that I do want to be remembered for, and the accomplishment that I'm most proud of is passing that renewable energy standard. People got a little sick of me talking about that for the years and years and years that we debated that. And I truly believe that it will leave a legacy for Minnesota, make our state healthier and more prosperous for many years to come. But the best memory of that whole effort is when it all came together. And again, it was one of those moments where we all found common ground. And I'll never forget standing next to the governor when he signed that bill, surrounded by legislators of both parties, and the governor and dozens of other people, and he signed it and gave me the pen, and it felt like we were all truly coming together and making history together. And that's what we do here. We work together to make this a great state and a better place for future generations. And I know all of you have had those moments and will have those moments in the future when the board lights up all green and we have the ability to come together and accomplish something great together and accomplish something worthy to be remembered. And I always love to read what Daniel Webster said, so in all these years I've read it many times, and I hope you will too. Let us develop the resources of our land, call forth its powers, build up its institutions, promote all its great interests, and see whether also in our day and generation may not perform something worthy to be remembered. And I guess the last message I would have is, well, I've got my last chance to have the floor, is that as we all work to make Minnesota a better place, it's the work that we do that we hope will be remembered long after our names are forgotten. So we just have to always remember that. It's how we change our state. Finally, I just have to say thank you to lots of people. So I'll just name all of my constituents one by one. No, I promise I won't do that. Just really briefly, I first want to thank all of the senators. I want to thank you all for being my friends, for your commitment. I know it's kind of fun to watch departing senators cry, isn't it? It's kind of my job to be emotional. I can't help it. I want to thank you for your commitment to public service, because I know we all share that. And I still believe it's noble and it's difficult, but it's so critical. And especially some of my very best friends that I've made here. And I admire you all so much for the work that you do. I want to thank my staff and all of the staff, all the people that work in this building who make everything we do possible. I have to call out Allison. And Don is up there. Yay, Don. My staff for the last number of years, and many other really great people that have worked and, again, made everything we do possible. The people who fill this building every day, all those lobbyists and who help us figure things out, and all the people. And today was a great day for that, for me, to see all the children here, because having all those people here is, our job is to listen to them and to understand things, and they bring real stories to us. They just pour their hearts out to us, and they help us find solutions, and we can never stop listening to them. I have to thank my family and all of our families. They make a lot of sacrifices for us to do the work that we do. My husband, Andy, my two boys, and many of you saw my oldest son grow up here and be wheeled around the Capitol in a stroller in those early days when my husband was serving in the House and I was serving in the Senate, and we didn't get home till 3 or 4 in the morning sometimes. Finally, thank to our constituents, those voters they put their trust in us and their faith in us, and it's humbling, it's an awesome responsibility, and they challenge us to do our best for the state of Minnesota. So I hope we always rise to that occasion. I know I'm leaving you with lots of big challenges, so as I move on to the next chapter of my life, I'm very excited about leaving politics behind me for a while, but I want to wish all of you the very, very best and Godspeed. Thank you so much.
Senator Koch.
Thank you, Madam President. And Senator Anderson, I would just like to point out that in your honor, I am wearing pants on the Senate floor. So. No, I think if I speak on everyone, to say thank you. Thank you for your 19 years of service, and best of luck going forward. So, thank you very much.